After a long search for a game that my wife and I could play together, we found this one, Heartwood Online. We enjoy playing on mobile phones because we don't have time to sit at the computer, and both of us prioritize mobile games as they offer flexibility, allowing you to play anywhere, anytime, whenever you feel like it. Before discovering this game, I was playing Titan Quest for a while, and she was playing Harvest Moon, Home Sweet Home. However, we really missed the ability to play together, and in this game, we both found exactly what we were looking for. I must admit, playing together again is truly enjoyable. I asked her to share what she likes about this game, so now I'll hand the word over to her.
The game gives a sense of freedom since you can switch servers anytime. If one server is full of players, you can always look for a less crowded one. Each server provides information on how many players are in it, which is useful for those seeking either a fuller or a quieter server with less competition. The game is quite simple, but it pulls you in. You can fight monsters and try to get something desirable from them, like weapon recipes, clothing, materials needed for crafting, or gather resources. Speaking of crafting and gathering, I'm not a big fan, so when I have the opportunity, I leave that to someone else who enjoys it more. However, sometimes I collect resources and pass them to someone who enjoys that process more. In return, I get what I ask for, whether it's fishing bait, clothing, weapons, a new fishing rod, and so on. From the start, I really enjoyed fishing in the game. I use a lot of bait, but luckily I have a supplier who keeps restocking me, and I try to gather resources for them to make more. The game has a trading system that you can use starting from level 15, and all items in the game are freely tradable and sellable to other players. From what I know, the crafting system is pretty tough, but for those who don't enjoy it, don't worry. Everything you need can be bought from other players or sold if you like trading. Outgrown your gear? You can buy another one or craft it, then sell or gift the old one to someone else. The choice is yours. Probably the easiest and fastest way to make money in the game is by gathering resources and selling them. You can sell through the market, but it's somewhat limited because you can only sell what's categorized there. Mainly resources, no weapons or clothing. Plus, there are fees for both buyers and sellers. If you don't like paying fees or need weapons or clothing, you can try buying directly from players and maybe even negotiate a discount, just like in a market. If you have good haggling skills or want to improve them, this is the place to do it. Buying from players sometimes requires patience and time, depending on how rare the item you need is and how many active players are online. Another option, if you don't want to search for sellers or buyers yourself, is to join the official game Discord server and post in the Buy Sell Trade group, then wait for a message while you continue playing the game. The game world isn't huge, but it's enough for me. The variety of monsters is quite large, and besides experience, you can also get weapons, recipes, clothes, gold, mounts, and materials from them. In the game, once you reach level 38 and complete a simple quest, you get a mount. Perfect if you can't imagine playing without one. They help you reach your destination faster, but I manage fine without it, even though I have one, because when I see items left by other players, I can't resist picking them up. Items are quite common, so I would get tired of constantly mounting and dismounting. I can fight solo, but it gets boring pretty fast, so I like to join a team when I have the chance. Fighting together is much more fun and less monotonous. Once you reach around level 40, competition intensifies as players start fighting over the level 46 archer boss, which gives more exp, about the same as killing 10 to 15 monsters. At higher levels, competition becomes quite fierce because, as you'll see in the video, everyone starts hunting for the black sheep at level 50. It appears after a certain number of sheep have been killed, from what I understand, and some selfish players wait for you to kill the sheep so the black sheep spawns, then they rush in and kill it before you can. So, you have to stay sharp and not miss your chance. The ability to switch servers anytime is both good and bad, because there are players who server hop trying to find that black sheep. Why is the black sheep so popular? It gives around 5,000 exp when killed solo, but in a team, the more members, the less exp you get. Additionally, the black sheep can be considered an endgame monster, because once you reach level 52, no other monsters give you experience. So those who want to level up further have only this monster. Is it a problem? I don't think so, as I believe the issue will be resolved once the game update is released, which could happen at any time. I watched my husband level up to 52, and it was certainly not an easy task. He leveled up with the level 46 archer boss, which spawns more frequently, and he got lucky as he met some friendly higher-level players who helped him by bringing the archer to him, making it easier to reach his goal. However, leveling up with the black sheep seemed too toxic and competitive for him, so he decided to wait for the update. While waiting, he's focusing on gathering and crafting, which, although slow, he enjoys. Overall, the game is interesting and simple, and there's definitely enough to do. However, a new update or event would be highly anticipated by players and should significantly reduce competition, making the game much friendlier for those who don't enjoy intense competition. I'd certainly recommend trying this game for anyone who enjoys this genre or likes playing with friends or a partner. For those who are hesitant, download it and give it a shot. The game is free and definitely has its charm. P.S. Did anyone notice the strong fighter in fishing gear?